Hello, everybody. Today is F for Friendship Day. And I know it can be kind of hard right now because a lot of us are missing our friends. We don't get to see them right now at school. We probably don't get to play with them outside. We don't get to go do things with them or go over to their house. So it's kind of hard right now. But I still want you to think about a friend that you miss. And maybe later today you can write them a letter or draw a picture for them to show that you're thinking about them and that you miss them. Today we're going to read a story about a boy who becomes friends with his goldfish because he was a little lonely, and so he got a pet. Let's see what happens in Not Norman. Not Norman. When I got Norman, I didn't want to keep him. I wanted a different kind of pet. Not Norman. So, is the boy and Norman, are they friends yet? No, not quite. He wants a fun pet. I wanted a pet who could run and catch, or one who could climb trees and chase strings. A soft, furry pet to sleep on my bed at night. Not Norman. All Norman does is swim around and around and around and around and around and around. That's all he does. This is it, Norman, I decide. I'm trading you in for a good pet. Norman doesn't move. Not even a fin twitches. How can I trade him in like this? No one will want a sorry-looking fish in a dirty fish bowl. When I drop Norman into his nice clean bowl, he starts dipping and flipping and flapping his fins around. He looks so goofy, I have to laugh. Don't think that just because you made me laugh, I'm going to keep you, I tell him. Tomorrow, you're out of here. Norman blows a stream of bubbles. So is the boy being very nice to Norman? No, he's not acting like a good friend right now. The next day, I take Norman to school with me. If I talk him up real good during show and tell, maybe someone will want him. On the way there, we see my friend Austin. Austin has a real cool dog and 7 puppies. Want to swap one of your puppies for Norman, I ask? Who's Norman? Asked Austin. My goldfish, I said. By the time I rescue Norman, half of his water is gone. What's happening? The dogs are drinking up all of his water. That's not good. I'm sorry, I tell Norman when we get to school. I'm really sorry. He just stares at me all googly-eyed. Finally, it's my turn to show and tell. Just as I start to talk about my goldfish, Emily shouts, Jenny's gone! Who let my snake loose? I wouldn't want a snake loose in our classroom. Does anyone hear the story of how I got Norman? Does anyone even ask to hold his bowl? No. They're all jumping and screaming and chasing a snake. But not Norman. He's looking right at me. Thanks for listening, I tell him. So Norman's being a pretty good friend, even though the boys aren't being nice to him. He's watching him and listening. That afternoon, we go to my music lesson. As soon as it's over, I'm taking Norman back to the pet store. I take out my tuba and begin to play. Boom, ba, boom, ba, boom. I glance over at Norman. He is swaying back and forth. Glug, 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 he mouths. Look, Norman's singing, I said. Pay attention, snaps Maestro, and I try to play on tune. Maestro makes me stay for extra practice. By the time my lesson is over, it's too late to go to the pet store. Don't think that just because you like my music, I'm going to keep you, I tell Norman. He glugs. What do you think? Do you think he's going to keep him? We'll have to see. That night, I'm sound asleep when screech, screech. What's that noise? Screech. Yikes! There's something at the window. Then out of the corner of my eye, I spot Norman. He isn't scared. He isn't swimming around in circles either. He glugs and gives me a little wave. I'm not alone. Together, Norman and I slide open the curtains. It's just a broken tree branch. Thanks for watching out for me, Norman. On Saturday, I take Norman to the pet store, just like I said I would. I look at the cats and dogs and snakes and birds, and I look at the hamsters and mice and lizards too. They all look like good pets and good friends, but they are not Norman. When I got Norman, I wasn't sure I wanted to keep him, but now, even if I could pick any pet in the whole world, I wouldn't trade him. Not Norman. So by the end, were they friends? They were. And what did they do that treated each other well like friends? Think back in the story about all the different things they did to show each other that they cared. And then today, I want you to show one of your friends that you care, especially by maybe writing them a letter, giving them a phone call, or drawing them a picture. We're excited to share our friendship today. Bye, everyone.